This rather prim and proper young lady is a vintage Royal Doulton figurine entitled Maureen, and she has a HN number of 1771. She was produced between 1936 and 1949, and she is in fact one of two Maureens. There was also an HN1770, which was in pink, and which was produced for another 10 years after this one was retired, until 1959. This one, as you can see, this HN1771 is in lavender, and she is a lot rarer than her pink sister and a great deal more valuable. As you can see, she's a very formally dressed but very elegant little figurine with well, a whip, which I assume was for equestrian purposes. If that's not the case, I'm not going to speculate. But she's very elegant, and as with all these early vintage Royal Doulton pieces, she's beautifully hand painted. This one is a very early example, in fact, of this rare figurine. She, as I said, she was made. This model was made from 1936 to 1949. This one carries a 10 date stamp next to the Royal Doulton emblem, which was the date stamp for 1937. So she's one of the earliest examples of this figurine. And interestingly, you won't be able to see it on the video, but it is there. She also has a mould date stamp. So basically that's the date the mould she was cast from was made. And the date of that reads the 3rd of 3/12/36, which would have been the 3rd of December 1936. So she is in fact cast from a mould which was made in the first year of production. And as you'll know, these moulds don't last very long. They only last a few months before they're replaced. So she's a very early piece. Her mould date is from the first year. Her actual production date is from the second year, 1937. So she's very rare. As you can see, I will go around her a few times. She's in really lovely condition. She has absolutely no cracks or chips or anything nasty. People really look after these vintage pieces. One can only assume that, you know, like many we have in stock, which are just, you know, immaculate. You know, if I use a cup, it's chipped after 6 months. How people keep these things looking like this for 80 plus years just defies belief. I mean, we keep them very securely kept in a cabinet. But yeah, you can tell that she's obviously spent all her life like that, because she's just flawless. You know, she's well, funnily enough, next year will be her 80th birthday. So she's 80 years old, even though she doesn't look a day over 21. So she's a stunning piece, free of any restoration and so forth, just in immaculate condition. I just had a look online to see what she realistically commands, and I was looking on the Pasco & Co site, which I particularly like because they tend to do very realistic prices. And Maureen here on that site is on sale from $1,000 down to $600, which, given her book value of about $1,500, seems pretty reasonable and correct. So she's a very rare and valuable 1930s vintage figurine of a very long retired model, and is, particularly in this absolutely flawless condition, highly collectible. So we will certainly be offering her at a very competitive price, so she will make a tremendously good investment for somebody. So thank you very much for watching, and she's available exclusively on our website at Timeless-Antiques.co.uk. Thank you.